Hi everybody in YouTube world. I was just here and now I'm back. So I wanted to talk a little bit about pendulums. There's a lot of uses for them. Today I'm going to be using this nice, looks like Amazonite. Could be aventurine, a very light aventurine, but it looks like Amazonite to me. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys. And you know, we were talking about keeping your hand really still, and it is very hard to do, and I do practice it. And sometimes, depending on what you're doing, if you're asking a question usually, or if you're needing it to sway, whether it wants to or not, then spirit will guide your hand sometimes. Anyway, I am going to decrease the negative energy in this sun-kissed. And you guys are going to watch it. I've tested this theory on water, a bottle of water, and we did it. And when we put the drop on the slide and looked through the microscope, it looked like a yellowy, black-ish snowflake. And so we were like, wow. So we decreased the negative energy in that bottle of water and increased the positive energy in that bottle of water. And we did it again with a different slide. And it looked like a clear, beautiful snowflake. I mean, it was just beautiful. It was blue around the edges and everything. It was so pretty. So depending on how long this takes, I may do a reading. So I was going to use either the Rider Waite because it matched my outfit, or Field Path because it matches my outfit better. So we'll be doing that if I have time. If not, we'll read tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to start with a drink. You hold it above whatever you're trying to increase or decrease. And I'm holding this by the ball because you want it to swing. So, and it'll swing one way to increase and one way to decrease. So I want to decrease, and you always want to decrease the negative energy first. So you're going to decrease the negative energy. There's probably a lot in there. I'm trying not to sway my hand, but you know, it's going to sway a little bit. Sometimes these will go real far, and then you have to wait until it stops, and sometimes your arm gets tired, so I'm going to put mine down. Hopefully it won't fall into the glass. Maybe if I hold it up like that. All right, here we go. We're decreasing the negative energy in the glass. Hopefully I don't break the pendulum. This is not working for me. See how far it's going out and it's going around. It's decreasing the energy in the glass. Gotta make sure it doesn't drop in there. Better hold a little tighter. So we're just decreasing the energy. I wish I had a microscope that I could show you guys how this works, because it really does work. You'd think I was from Missouri. You have to show me sometimes. And so anyway, I don't use pendulums a lot unless I'm using them with a guide, like how much percentage of fat do I have, or increasing or decreasing positive energy. And I did it with the cards the other day. I wasn't as steady as I thought I was, but anyway, you know, it happens. So it's decreasing, still decreasing. I guess there's a lot of negative energy in that. And you wait until it stops, and then you tell it to increase the positive energy. Because there's positive in everything. There's negative and positive. Do you see how it's going the other way? It might not be very much positive, but it's going the other way. So it's increasing the positive energy in the sun-kissed that I'm drinking. Because, you know, sometimes whoever bottles it or cans it or does whatever is not having a good day. So they could be putting negative energy unintentionally into something, as we all can. Hope it hurries up because I want another drink. I went and notarized a friend of mine's power of attorney today. Well, I guess it still ain't down there. Okay, so that's done. So anyway, and I like to make some chains out of chainmail for these. These are kind of short. I don't like those short ones so much because they don't hang over good enough for me, and I can't get a good swing on them when I'm doing yes or no's or asking important questions. So anyway, I think I have enough time to do a reading with the old path. So I'm going to do that. For somebody out there who may want or need a reading. I think I used this the other day too, but I love the deck. It's my card. I've had my brother's, I guess, I don't know, my brother's deck was probably the longest. I've rebought this one too. It used to have this card on the front of it. Now it has the Queen of Pentacles these days. It was out of print for a while and then it got popular again. So, but used to have the Empress, the High Priestess on it, but and now it has the Queen of Pentacles. I lost it in a car accident I was in long time ago. Nobody got hurt, including me. Tree maybe got hurt. All right, universe, what do we want to tell someone today? You know, seeing that I was at my friend's house, or not at her house, but at the VA hospital where her husband is. I think, and she's a Cancer, I think I'm going to do this for Cancer people today. So it might have been a clue that I should read for Cancers today. So if you're a Cancer, pay attention. This could be for you. And my jewelry is turquoise. We do make these little chokers. I'm wearing a turquoise anklet and a turquoise bracelet. I don't know if you can see my anklet. You probably can't. But and I can't put my leg up there. You'll see my undies. You can't see that. So anyway, I guess I could take it off. Okay, so this is for Cancers or Cancer type of people. Cancer type of people. I love my Cancers. A bunch of my best friends are Cancers. Cancers, Capricorns, and Sages. Oh, well, all right, there's one. There we go. Okay, what else we got? I don't think this is for a Cancer there, so I'm going to put that one aside because it flipped up differently. Okay, universe. What we got for a Cancer? What do you want to say? Now, got more. Okay. A lot going on with cancers. Woohoo! Oh, my live will be tomorrow at 3:30ish, 4. So that's Thursday, April 24th at 3:30 to 4, or 3:34ish, I should say. I should say 3 to 4ish is when it will start. Wow. Cancers, y'all need to read it. Or I believe that this could be another person. I think it's through with cancers. I think this is with another person. Is that what you're trying to tell me here? I guess maybe it didn't want me to do just Cancer today. Okay. Is that it? All right. So I'm going to set this aside. Maybe. I've got cards stacked up. So this first card is the guide. Okay? And this says you're looking for something and you need to listen to your spirit guides. This is not necessarily just for a Cancer person. I think this might be our card of the day. Listen to our intuition and listen to ourselves. Be cautious of the way we're talking to ourselves, I guess. And it's saying to do what you feel is right and what you feel is needed. Sometimes what you feel is right is not what's needed. And sometimes what's needed is not really what you feel like you can do. So you've got to find your guidance through spirit and through your intuition, because you are part of spirit. Believe it or not, you are. So let's get on to this Cancer person. I see a lot of... Okay, I feel that they are comfortable. This is the, comfortable card, comfortable where they are. They're comfortable. The majority of them, are feeling, I feel some love. I feel loved. I feel cared for. And if you don't, people do love you. I will tell you, because I know a lot of Cancers that I love, and so if you're not feeling love, you got to be feeling it right now, because I am radiating it out to you. And I think you know who you are. And here is the Two of Cups. And this is the minor of the soulmate card. The Lovers is the major of a soulmate card. Now, this tells me that relationships were good. I mean, for the majority of Cancers, your relationship is really good. I mean, you know how to work it. And that's really good. You know when you love, and when you love hard, man. There's no getting out of your shell. Not that they should want to. Although, there's people who have stabbed you in the back. Very much. Although, you don't necessarily, well, I will say this. You still have feelings. They could be, relatives or people who were close to you, exes, whatever. You still have feelings, but those feelings are way pushed back in the back of your shell. These people have hurt you tremendously, but you don't hate. That's who you are. You do not give them power to... You may dislike them a whole bunch, and you dislike what they did, and dislike what they continue to do, but you don't hate. And that means you don't allow them to rent free in your head. You try very hard to tell your side. And sometimes your side will never get told. But People will learn it. They will learn. They will. I promise. Karma can be good or she can be bad, like the mouth of the South. You know, I can tell you something good or I can tell you something bad. How you treat me is how I'm going to treat you. So there you go. And here's your, you're not really fighting with the family anymore. It's just kind of agreed to disagree, I guess. And you're being kind of, you know, I'm not giving up. I love you. I'm not giving up on you. For certain people, not the ones that stabbed you in the back. You're like, they're way back in the shell. They'll probably never find their way to the door. Or they may have dug themselves out. You just don't care. But these are the ones that you really love. You love your family. You don't want to argue with them. You don't want them to hurt. And so you're agreeing to disagree. Whether you want them to know things. But you can't force somebody to listen to you, no matter how you say it, when you say it, the way you say it. You can't force people to listen. Sometimes people just don't listen, or they just don't care. And remember, we talked about karma. Major arcana. Here we go. Oh, talking about justice. Woo-wee. I love it. They will get theirs. These people whom have hurt a cancer deeply, because it's hard to hurt a cancer deeply. I mean, they love no matter what. They're like, oh, okay, we agree to disagree, and we, you know, we're a doormat, I guess. I don't want to be, but here I am. I love you anyway, regardless if you love me or not, but I love you. But when you hurt a cancer, you're hurting a very good individual. Now, some of them are immature and, you know, whatever. They're going to do what they're going to do. And that's okay. And sometimes they get mad, but they get over it. You know, they really do. Karma for these people, I would not want to be you. So, therefore, I like that. And you got the wise one. This is... The other one, the guide, is not this. This is, you know, you've went down a lot of roads. This is probably for some older cancers here. You've went down a lot of roads. You've done a lot of things. You're really not looking for another road to go down. You're just kind of like, I'm good on this path. I know where I stand. I know karma has my back. I am trying really hard to be the best person that I can be. And you are. You really are being the best person that you can be. And you know what? It's hard. For me, it's hard to see a cancer get hurt. It's hard for me to even believe that people would want to hurt a cancer, because they're so kind to everyone, and they have such a nice word. Now, you can make them mad, and they'll stand up, and they'll say, you know, hey, that's not right. And, you know, they will say it. That don't mean they hate you, but it just means that they're going to tell you what their opinion is of right and wrong. And, you know, whether you're on the good side of that or on the bad side of that, it's another story. But they kind of know what's right and wrong. Like my friend that I was just visiting today, and was being a notary for her for power of attorney for her husband. But anyway, she's a Cancer, and I used to tell her, because somebody would park in the handicap spot just for like a second. I'm just running in for a second, and she saw it, she would just fuss at them, and I was like, Judy, they're gonna shoot me. And mean to shoot you, but they're going to miss and shoot me. So, shh. She said, I don't care. I care that they shoot. I don't think they'd shoot you. But, you know, I don't care. They don't need to park there. And she was right. They didn't. They weren't handicapped. They didn't have a placard, and I don't care how long. She is right. They shouldn't have been parking there for whatever reason. They shouldn't have. Double park if you have to, run in and run out, but do not take a person's personal space. So I get it, and I feel bad for saying that now because, you know, I'm handicapped. My husband's handicapped. I mean, oh my gosh, I can't even believe I said that to her, but I did. And she was like, Jim. Yeah, but anyway, she still loves me. Oh, and this, I think, is wanting me to say fantasy versus reality. And, you know, none of us think that bad things are going to happen, but cancers, you guys know that bad things happen to good people all the time. And sometimes you can do something about it, and sometimes you can't. But you try. You do try. And you stick up for people whom other people wouldn't stick up for. You help people that other people wouldn't help. You guys are the best sign, the kindest sign in the zodiac, in my opinion. I love Cancers. And you guys are so realistic. You don't have your head in the clouds, especially the mature Cancers. You don't have your head in the clouds. You're not, you know, wishful thinking. You are genuine. When you say something, you are genuine. When you do something, you are genuine. And I wish that more people could see Cancers through my eyes, because I have had many a Cancer step up to the plate for me and knock it out of the park. Oh, time to take action on some money, though. You know, yeah, your creativity, your money, yeah, you got to start, you know, getting some more of it, and maybe taking some action on your creativity and expanding and being the creative individual that you are. Most Cancers that I know have a lot of really great ideals. They like pull them out of the sky. I'm like amazed. It's like my friend that I just went to see. She used to tell me something, and I'd be like, how do you know that? She said, you told me. I said, no, I didn't. So she would pull this thing out of my head and tell me already what I already knew to be true, and she would think that I told her, but I didn't. And I was like, I didn't tell you that. And she would be like, yes, you did. I'm like, no, I didn't. You just knew it. So you guys are also very intuitive. So use those ideals. And if you're getting some strong, I think you need to put them to work, girl or boy. Y'all. Put them to work. So that's it for the Cancer. And then this one is Temptation. It's a trickery card. Some people are very tricky. We're not talking about Cancers anymore. You guys are like an open book. Usually, of course, people can spin tails, but people can spin tails about everybody. And this could be a spinning of a tail. This is Temptation. It's like the devil card. You know, it's trying to control you, trying to gaslight you, trying to be your everything, and then they're really just not. Yeah, and it's a new person in your life. It really is. It's a new person or an old person coming back new. So this is somebody that was from the past coming back to the future. And I think I know who this reading is for. At least one person. It's probably for a couple. I think it's time to throw in the towel with that. That person has been in and out. It's like a swinging door. And I think it's time to put your foot down and look for something else. I know the heart wants what the heart wants, but I think you're better than that. You're better than that. You are. And again, this is the Ace, and you've had these ideals going on in your head. And I do think I know who this reading is for. And anyway, I think that you're doing what you need to do with your creative ideals, and I am very proud of you. And I hope that it continues to grow for you and expand like it is. So, thanks. I'm going to keep these 3 out because I think I'm going to send them to her. Because I don't think... I do a card of the day for a lady every day. And I don't think I did one today because I was so busy. I might have, but I don't know if I sent it to her. I don't think I did. So I'm going to send her these 3. So she gets 3 cards today. But anyway, I know who that one was for. It could hit a couple of other people as well. But if it does, you guys need to close that swinging door, nail it shut or whatever. But close it. With that being said, and again, if you like my channel, please hit like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Hit a thumbs up. Subscribe. When you subscribe, I will put your name in the bowl. When you comment, I will put your name in the bowl again. So when we reach 2,000, somebody gets an awesome quote. So with all that being said, the mouth of the South is out of here. And stay mystical.